Hey y'all, today we're going to make a vegetable beef soup in the crock pot, and it's a little chilly outside and just feels like soup weather, so I decided that's what I would make. So it's going to be real simple and easy just to throw in the crock pot. I'm going to begin by putting, this is just a cheap cut of beef. And I'm going to put it in there, and you know it will get tender after you cook it for so long. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put a can of the petite diced tomatoes. And the beef will make a little bit of broth on its own. I'm going to add some green beans, but for the time being, I'm just going to add the broth from the beans. And I'll add the beans later if I can get it open. There. I was going to put corn, but I don't have any corn. So I was going to put the broth, but I'm just putting what I have today because I do need to get to the grocery store. But that was green bean broth. I'm going to put a little of this better than bouillon vegetable stuff, bouillon. We like to take it and just put it in hot water. I put about that much, which I guess would be a good heaping teaspoon. But we like to put, get some water real good and hot and put the bouillon in that and just drink it. It is really, really good like that. Okay, I'm going to put a bay leaf. And some basil. That's probably a tablespoon of basil. Parsley, about a tablespoon. And onion powder, about a teaspoon. And garlic powder, about a teaspoon. So for the time being, I'm just going to let this meat cook because I want it to get real good and tender. And if I put my vegetables in now, they will be mushy by the time this is tender. So we'll let this cook for 2 or 3 hours on high. Then I'll come back and add the vegetables, and then we'll just let it cook some more. So I'll see you back shortly. The meat has cooked about 3 hours now, and it's starting to get tender. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my vegetables. I'm still going to leave the meat on the bottom so it gets the most heat. But I have 2 fairly small potatoes, 1 carrot, and 1 medium-sized onion that I'm going to put in. I'll spread that out. And then on top, I'm just going to add the rest of, or the green beans. So they won't get as much heat as the rest of the vegetables, but they'll go ahead and get hot. So we're going to let this cook another couple hours, and everything should be done, and I'll be back. Our soup's finished, and now it's time to take a look at it and taste it. So here it is in the crock pot, all finished. The meat is just fall apart tender and just real tender. And the vegetables are cooked, and there's a nice broth in it. So I'll go ahead and dish some up. And And with that, I made a cake of cornbread. I have the recipe, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives cornbread, which is so delicious. It's real tender if you want to try that with it. But I'm going to give it a taste. I guess I ought to put the camera up. Well, it's really good. It has a rich flavor, and like I said, the meat's real tender. The broth tastes really good, and it's just a real good soup. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.